Welcome back, everybody. We are not doing very well against these, so let's reload our cards here. Welcome back to another episode of Interceptor Rambles about Memory while she plays Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So at least there's a connection. It's not totally random, right? Right. And I was thinking, actually, the other day, I know I promised to read some from Jesus of Nazareth, and I will do that. I know you're all sitting on the edge of your seat, like, oh, I just want to read that book. You should want to read that book. It's really great. Again, I recommend it to everybody. And I had it sitting on my desk for the longest time. I was like, oh, I wish I read this like 20 years ago. I did not have it 20 years ago. The Pope wasn't even Pope 20 years ago. I don't think I'm that old. I don't think it's been that long. Alright. But anyway. I thought of something to remind me. Oh, just a little update, too. I was thinking, just feasibly speaking and entertainment speaking, I think I probably, even after Nano is done, because we're getting close to that time by this airing, I will probably keep short-ish episodes, maybe somewhere 20 give or take minutes. I think that will work well. But while we fight these Heartless, let's go back to talking about memory. Memory, all alone in the moonlight. Alright. It's so funny, I was just talking about cats the other day. But that's not really that important. Just taking a walk down memory lane with my coworker about theater. Kind of wish I went to see more musicals and more concerts. If you can't tell, I like music. That's kind of what the common theme here is. But it's hard to, get up the drive to go when all your friends are too busy to even say hi to you, much less, like, take a couple hours out of their day to do something. So, such is the life of being an adult. I saw one of my friends today, morbidly, well, maybe not like a super good friend, like former coworker, that awkward, like, you're not really friends, but you have hung out together on social occasions, so, like, kind of a friend. Anyway, so I'm at a wake, though, so it's not, like, necessarily the best time to catch up, everybody's got to make their own choice what's the right thing to do at a wake, but I decided not to just kind of talk to him the whole time. It wasn't a wake for anybody I knew particularly well either. Again, it was an elderly coworker who had retired a few years ago, and I had seen him at all sorts of things at the school, and it's just the right thing to do to go to somebody's wake, to make the family feel like, hey, look at these people who showed up. That makes me feel good. So anyway, unrelated to all of that, although it does involve memories, because you're remembering the deceased, but that's not really what I was going for. I was just being distracted. Alright. Let's go ahead and go. But I think we go up, up, and left. I think. I'm slipping down into the chair again, so I'm sure the sound has just, gone a little quieter. The other problem is that I'm recording this in the late afternoon. So the sun is starting to set, and it's a little bit harder for me to read. I really should just go and put on the lights. I also only have 30 more minutes to record for this session. 2 more episodes. I kind of just like to finish it and do my rest. Uh-oh. Somehow a 9 got up there. There we go. Alright, let me see what's a good quote to show you what I was talking about with Pope Benedict's book. I turned to the right page before filming, but I didn't actually go, this will be the one that I read. So, that's not good planning ahead. Which is like the story of my RP life, the story of my, or LP life, sorry. Although I do also RP, but that's not relevant to this discussion. Anyway. Let's define something that's really academic and snooting sounding. John uses the word remember, because John's the oddball out. Remember, that's what we're kind of talking about. The word remember occurs once again in the events of Palm Sunday. Once again, the evangelist tells us that after the resurrection, the disciples' eyes were opened, and they were able to understand what had happened. Now they remember. A scriptural text that had previously meant nothing to them now becomes intelligible in the sense foreseen by God, which gives the external action its meaning. The resurrection teaches us a new way of seeing and uncovers the connection between the words of the prophet and the destiny of Jesus. It evokes remembrance, that is, it makes possible to enter into the interiority of the events, into the intrinsic coherence of God speaking and acting. John says in his gospel about how remembering becomes understanding. So I think that is a really relevant point here. Oh, here's something I was thinking about reading. Alright. Now, of course, Kingdom Hearts deals just with the remembering understanding element. So just to create the difference here with the Bible, the remembering is no mere psychological or intellectual process. It is a pneumatic event, i.e. an event imbued with the pneuma, or the Holy Spirit. So the church, has an added element in its remembering and understanding. But otherwise, there's a lot to the process that is similar here, because of course humans think the same, whatever background it is. And by think the same, I don't mean they have the same thoughts, I mean the thinking process. I mean, human creatures have certain capabilities that are the same. That's why we're human and not classified as some other creature, right? Can't see how that is. So, what I mean here is that when this game started out, it discussed in detail, it had that enigmatic statement, rather, not really in detail, but the enigmatic point that you have to, the more, you have to lose what you find and you'll find what you lost. Something along those lines. And that is relevant to the same process discussed by His Eminence? Not actually sure. I just always call him Pope Francis. I remember one time somebody asked me what the proper way, I think, to address the Archbishop was. I was like, oh, Archbishop. Just stick to the name, and maybe it'll get clunky, but what else are you supposed to do? I can't remember what the correct term for Archbishop was either. Oh well. Oh well. 5 and up. 5 and up. 5. Let's do a... Well, no, I'm here for the... Yeah, I have a lot of this one. I have to kind of conserve those other ones. Alright. So, anyway, what His Eminence, or something, His Emeritus Pope Benedict, I almost said Francis, I was like, no, that's the other Pope. So many popes these days, it's kind of ridiculous. And the other Pope, Pope John Paul I, was just venerated. Oh, so many popes. So many popes. That'd be a fun TV show. So many popes. I don't even know what it would be about. Anyway. It was an interesting discussion by Pope Emeritus Benedict on the power of memory and why it's so important to the human experience. There are times when, you know, we only have our memory to explain a situation to us or something to that effect. So I'll try to talk more about that later. But for now, yeah, it's that time. Oh, yeah, this is right. Conqueror's Respite. Oh, look, we made it. 7 and up. And it doesn't matter which one I use because it's a respite. Let's use that one because I don't care. So, now that we're here and we've got our little break. Oh, I guess we don't quite have a break, but close enough. We'll see you next time, okay? Thanks for watching the video. Share it around a bit. Give it some love. Until next time, Interceptor out.